Hello friends, as in our previous video lecture, we discussed about population explosion, their consequences and measures to control. So how population explosion can be controlled? Here we have to discuss about some methodology. Birth control or contraception is one of them. So what is birth control? As the name suggests, simply we have to check population growth by implementing control over birth. As we know, there are a number of devices by which pregnancy or conception can be prevented without interfering reproductive health of an individual. Now, what characteristics must be there in an ideal contraceptives? So first, contraceptives must be very user friendly. It means there is no compromise with comfort of an user. Second, there must be easy availability of that contraceptive. Third, contraceptive must be very effective. Fourth, reversibility means if a person just try to involve reversal of that contraceptive method, so reversibility must be also there with no or least side effect. Fifth, no interference with sexual drive, desire or act of the user. Now, categorization of contraceptives. So, contraceptives broadly categorized here into 8. First is natural or traditional method. Second, barrier method. Third, chemical method. Fourth, intrauterine devices or IUDs. Fifth, oral contraceptive or oral pills. Sixth, injectables or implants. Seventh, emergency contraceptions. And eighth, that is the last, surgical method, that is a permanent method. Now, here we have to discuss about the first contraception method, that is natural or traditional method. This methodology is based on the principles of avoiding chances of ovum and sperm meeting. So here, avoiding chance of ovum and sperm meeting. This is further subcategorized. Like first is periodic abstinence. What is periodic abstinence? So as we know from previous lectures, in case of female, there is a menstrual cycle and most probably in the mid of menstrual cycle, there is ovulation. So here, a particular couple have to avoid copulation, coitus or sexual intercourse at the time of ovulation, that is nearly in between 10 to 17th days of menstrual cycle. As we discuss, in case of female, menstrual cycle is about 28 to 29 days. On that basis, 10 to 17th day, that is considered as the most fertile period. Here conception may be, so a particular individual have to avoid copulation or sexual intercourse during that period. As we know, chances of fertilization is very high during this period. But as we also know, menstrual cycle is variable for female to female individually. So this ovulation duration is also variable. So this is not a very reliable methodology. Second is withdrawal method or coitus interruptus. Here male partner have to withdraw his penis, that is external genitalia, from vagina of female before ejaculation to avoid insemination. But also this method is not very sure because such type of act all the time is not controllable. Third is lactational amenorrhea method or LAM. This is also absence of menstruation that occurs very quick after childbirth or parturition for next 6 months. So absence of menstrual cycle or ovulation during the period of intense lactation following parturition or childbirth. But this is effective only up to maximum 6 months after childbirth. This is again variable for individual female to female. So sometime this may be only for 2 months, sometime this may be for 3 or 4 months, sometime maybe for 5 to 6 months. So this is also not a very reliable method. But in NCERT this is given 6 months after childbirth or parturition there is intense lactation, and this intense lactation because of some hormonal changes stops menstrual cycle. That's why no ovulation and hence there is no chances of conceiveness. But again this is not a very reliable method. All these methodology that we discuss under natural method of contraception, there is no use of medicine or any devices. So side effect is nil here, but chances of failure of these methodology is very high. Second is barrier method. In this methodology, sperm and ovum prevented from physical meeting with the help of artificial barriers. So this is under artificial methodology. This method is available for both male and female, and in this methodology an individual person can self-insert all these barriers. That's why this is user friendly and this makes or maintains complete privacy of that individual user. These barriers are of 4 types as given here. First is condom, second diaphragm, third cervical caps, or fourth is vault cap. So first is about condom. Condom is a barrier that is made with thin latex or rubber sheath, and there is availability for both male and female. This barrier stops insemination and that's why also stops the chances of conception. Condoms are disposable and they are not preventing only pregnancies but also they protect from a number of sexually transmitted disease like AIDS. Nirod is the first condom brand that was ever produced in India. Second is diaphragm. This is only for female. This is a tubular rubber with spring ring at the margin. This inserted inside the female external genitalia, that is inside the vagina. So this also prevents insemination and that's why there is no chances of conception, and also helpful for prevention of a number of STDs. The next is cervical caps. Again, this is a rubber made nipple like structure that is fitted over cervix. Diaphragm is fitted along with vagina up to cervix, but cervical cap this fitted directly inside and before cervix. This also prevents sperm entry, so prevent insemination, conception, but protection from STDs like AIDS is not stopped by such kind of methodology. Next is about vaults and cap. This is hemispheric rubber dome shaped structure. This also fitted over the cervix and same prevent sperm entry. Out of these 4, diaphragm, cervical cap and vault cap that is given here, second B, second C and second D, all these are only used by female and all these are reusable, but these all are more effective with spermicidal creams. Spermicidal creams are the creams or jellies which are used for killing sperms.